It's me, Mario. It's me, Mario. Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Let's go.
And hello, everybody. It's time for some action. Puncayshun versus RockChalk19 of Blue Esports. And Punkay's game just froze. So I'm bad luck. I'm going to step out of the booth. Thank you for the game, everybody, and have a good one. It has been a pleasure. But we are working. RockChalk, sportsman-like man that he is, you know, realizing it's not too far in the game to be like, okay, sucks for you, Punkay. I'm going to snag those points. RockChalk agreeing to a restart, and we're going to get that going. So now I can be here for the start, which is quite amazing, quite fantastic. And I might not be the only one popping into the booth right now. It sounds as though the infamous, the legendary, illustrious, industrious.
Hello.
Need more words that rhyme or sound like industrious. Those are the only ones I say right now. But if you know of any, please let me know. Desperately looking for more words to use, add, and spice up my vocabulary a bit. But all right, so Punkay messed up his timer. So third time's the charm, as you know, as the saying goes. It's time for a little bit of action, like I was saying earlier. Punkay versus RockChalk 70-star League Division 1. Let's take a look at the standings, see what exactly is going on here. It appears as though the man himself, Pitt, is in the booth. What is going on, dude?
Hey, not much. You know, not been around as much lately. Fully nocturnal because of work, but I have a day off, and I saw Mario going on, so you know, just here to chill with the boys.
Well, welcome to the chillin'. We've got quite a match here. RockChalk actually sitting on the cusp of top 8 for playoffs, sitting at 206 points at the moment.
Yeah, didn't he beat Cheese? Oh no, he
RockChalk?
beat Toast Rider. He beat Toast Rider, I think is what it was.
Yes. Yeah, that match was insane. That match was pretty big for RockChalk, and this is another one to sort of possibly cement himself in the top 8. He could make it into the playoffs. Vyro is sitting in 8th place at 212 points. RockChalk with 206 according to the standings. And
ooh, a little bit of ground pound. Yeah, this race is a big deal. Every race matters at this point, I guess.
Absolutely. Coming down to the end of our very first league. It has been an exciting ride, to say the least. A lot of fun. And I'm pumped up to see how these playoffs end up going. But both players doing their thing, just like we saw. I don't know if you caught that crash that Punkay had. That was, did you catch that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Punkay, they just were here, and Punkay crashed his console, and then RockChalk was like, oh, I'll restart. Like the nice man that he is. And
Gentleman.
Boom. Here we are. Once again, another race. Punkay with a very small lead, but nothing crazy. Punkay actually on world record pace last night. Shoutouts to him.
Yeah, I watched that run. It was pretty good. Missed PB by like a second, but it was still really nice to see. Punkay definitely a huge threat to the league for all the other players right now.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy because I don't know. I don't want to be like, I'm not going to say Punkay's bad. Obviously, you can't say Punkay's bad, but it did feel like a moment there where the races that he was involved in were going in his favor most of the time. And so, and he was usually racing with Chiefs, so that's a very top player. But as he's been in the league and really going against all of the top Division I players, he has shown his prowess. I mean, he's probably the reigning champion, at least according to the league. 70-star races, 120-star, I would assume as well. He's just a very good racer, able to get in that mindset where he's not too worried about what's actually going on, not looking for a PB or anything. Just having a good race.
Pretty good Alice from both players. Saw a little bit of movement struggles, but as long as you get in the cage, that's pretty much all you want. For the most part, you'll save time over the owl, just as long as you don't miss the wall kick in.
Yeah, very, very nice start so far. It's usually 100 where things can get a little dicey, but Punkay actually usually opts for the slightly slower cycle for the consistency. Nice canalist there from Punkay and RockChalk as well. This is what we like to see, boys.
I wonder if RockChalk will try to step it up here to save time on 100 coin, or if he'll hang back and do the tree side flip movement just like Punkay. Looks like they're doing the same cycle. So how's New Zealand?
New Zealand is amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's cool. Is it nice and warm there?
It is nice to be out of the blizzarding snow. Oh, what? RockChalk with the... I wonder if that's the... I don't think that's the camera he always does. I think that was an accident, but a good adaptation. But this just goes to show both players are really in the groove of the race and league mentality. Obviously, they're both capable of doing the faster cycle, but it's not worth losing that much time. It's not only 10 seconds that you could lose from messing up the cycle, but the way that affects your mentality as well. You're just like, man, I really got to pick it up now, and then there's a lot more pressure that comes from that. Can be much more than 10 seconds in some cases. If you add that in.
Yeah, RockChalk pretty much hanging with Punkay there on 100 coin, which is pretty good. Actually noticed that both of them did speed kick double jump instead of speed kick double jump kick, which is slightly faster. I didn't expect both of them to bust out that optimization, but it was nice.
Indeed. Absolutely wild blues coming out from these players. Not sure if we can tame those. Might be out of our grasp. We don't quite have that technology yet. Soon.
So, what's Punkay been doing lately for his route and races? Is he still going the safer HMC Toxic Maze or CCM 18 or something like that, or is he rocking the double plus lately because of runs?
Last time I saw him race, I believe it was CCM 17 with Toxic Maze and one pillarless.
Mm-hmm.
He likes it a lot because he doesn't have to worry too much about messing up the pillarlesses, of course. And it doesn't lose that much time. I mean, yes, sometimes the races do come down to the second, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and in that case, it could be the route that does it. But most of the time, it's really just about how consistent you're. And if you're in a situation where you're comfy, you got your slippers on, rock chalk, no slippers.
Well, maybe
Kicking
too
them
much
off.
slippers. Slipped all the way down that slope.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Not the end of the world, but a little bit of time lost for the man, rock chalk. What are you saying?
Oh, I was about to touch on that. RockChalk is definitely a double pillarless kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
So there's potential for RockChalk to save some time if he can execute.
100%. And so the interesting thing as well about this matchup is Punkay's sitting at the top of the league, right? I mean, he's in a pretty comfy spot, pretty much guaranteed in the playoffs. 100% guaranteed. It's just about the seeding at this point. So if he gets a win, you know, he further puts himself in first place, but RockChalk can, of course, still snag points if he's close to Punkay. And he doesn't need that many. I mean, yes, a win gives you about 40, but you can get up to 19 points on a loss.
RockChalk not hitting the lag reduction. Must have just not been thinking about it there. Small little time loss. Punkay, though, kind of had some shaky flying, to be honest. And I think RockChalk missed the twins.
Oh, no.
So not the strongest beginning for either player, I would say.
Yeah, it's not like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, but it's nice. Punkay is starting to get a little bit further in the lead here in the beginning, which can be a little spooky. You know, a player of that caliber, being able to have a buffer, especially going in, not even in basement yet.
Yeah, having a lead in lobby is nice.
Definitely. RockChalk's got to bring the A game. Well, I like that camera.
We'll probably see both players go par in Dark World, if I had to guess.
No, I think RockChalk's going for Zaya.
Yeah, he should be on pace, I think, after that. But we'll see if he can pull it off.
Nice angles.
That's a little slow.
Oh, okay.
He probably didn't save anything, but he might have saved a small amount.
But it looked nice. It was pleasing to the eye. Eye candy.
It was that mistake on the island that really got him. Punkay almost not enough power on its spin, barely making it.
Knocking him down though, collecting that key, moving right along through the lobby. No huge bumps, couple little speed bumps, but no accidents.
So we probably won't see much movement between the two players between here and basement, if I had to guess. Since both are probably going to be doing CCM 17. And CCM, kind of an easier stage than 70 star. Really, the only thing to worry about is wall kicks will work.
Pretty much, yeah. And even that is not...
No. It's just the chance of dying on backflip.
Yeah. You could die, you could bonk, but even on a bonk where you have to do a backup, it's only a couple seconds. Kuko Mountain, especially with Kuko Mountain 7, is very leisurely. Ooh, RockChalk deciding to clip up the island and roll out.
That must have been a mistake or adjustment.
Making it work, though.
Punkay not able to do the double long jumps into the painting, but just doing a quick jump dive after falling down is pretty good backup movement. Same thing with RockChalk too, actually. Hitting that instant long jump as soon as you open the door is kind of hard to do, though.
Yeah, I gotta be reacting quick. It's actually an interesting thing that... Oh, wow, RockChalk. Oh! The bomb. He had a really late wall kick there. I didn't even think he was going to get the wall kick, but...
That backup was really nice, though. The way he just instantly long jump wall kicked off of the wall.
Yeah, RockChalk, I would say, generally quite good at backing up his mistakes. Both in the sense of actually backing it up and not losing that much time, but also dusting himself off, picking himself back up by the bootstraps, and continuing on his journey. It doesn't seem like things get to him too much, unless it gets really bad. But I think any player under really tough circumstances, and when everything's just kind of falling apart, it's hard to stay vigilant.
Okay, looking good on 100 coin. Has anyone busted out the new 100 coin movement here?
There's new movement?
What you can do is you can actually get the blue coin switch, and then what you do is you actually, after a line of coins on the slide, you actually like skip down the slide a little bit, and it saves a small amount of time. It saves more with the penguin race.
Really?
Yeah. It seems pretty difficult though, so maybe not the best race strategy.
Do you know how much time that saves?
I think it's about a second in 120 star, so it'd be a little less than 70 star.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I heard that Adam Pass saved timed it to 1 second. There's probably a video floating around somewhere.
Commentator bringing in the spicy new strats. Punkay wrapping up Kuko Mountain, no problems at all. About as clean as it could be. But this is the last slow pace. I don't even know about slow pace, but the last comfy stage.
BBH is definitely a comfy stage in 70 star.
Before we get into a little bit more uncomfortable territory, you don't necessarily have to take the robe off, but you can. You do have to take the slippers off, and you can't have your hot cocoa anymore. So it can be a little bit jarring for most people, but you can quickly adjust.
Ooh, RockChalk missing his wall kick.
Yeah, man, these mistakes are eating him away. He's not making a huge mistake here. Punkay as well though.
That was worse for sure.
That was worse. Losing his mind a little bit. That's what RockChalk is banking on. Because when Punkay's not making mistakes, he is quite optimal. The movement is quite crisp. RockChalk walking on thin ice.
All right, so base spin's a little weird. I guess like the pace of 70 star is pretty interesting. The start is like once is pretty hard, but then it kind of chills out past Dark World until you hit Shifting Sandland, and then it's back up to 100. So hopefully they can readjust and get their engines restarted here.
Not only Shifting Sandland, you got Lethal Lava Land with the lava boost, and then if you're doing Hazy Maze Cave late, nice punch grab mips from Punkay. Then you've next got possibly front sub, another hard strat, fire sea. It's just like bop, 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 all the way to the end. I mean, upstairs as well is quite difficult. You got Wet Dry World 100 plus secrets can be a little dicey, the triple jump wall kicks. But here we go. Shifting Sandland. It's time. What's happening?
Puncayshun probably gonna go for Tomoplets. Oh no, that's not the best way to start the stage.
Ooh,
backup, though. I like that.
That was pretty spicy.
All right, RockChalk unable to grab the bomb. He's
gonna
grab
the box.
Crazy. He kind of sat there for a minute, like, what am I gonna do? And then he decided to get the Pyramid Star.
RockChalk finding the humor in it though, laughing his you-know-what off.
Punkay dropping Tomoplus here for the second attempt. He doesn't want to fail it again. Pretty good decision.
It's so interesting because Punkay is literally one of the best players, and he's backing down off of a strat.
Wow, RockChalk's a beast. Tomoplus with medium bomb.
Wait, really? I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even. I was watching. I was like, that's a Tomoplus. I didn't really register the medium bomb. Oh, blow up from Punkay. Wanted to go for the double plus, but I think he might be dropping it. Maybe. Got the Klepto back up. Punkay not afraid to back down on a strat. Able to swallow the private. Oh, bouncing around. We are floating for a couple minutes.
Was that the fly guy was right there and we didn't see him?
Punkay's claiming that he loves the game a lot. This is actually, I don't know who lost more time, honestly, from those mistakes. I want to say Punkay.
I would say Punkay overall, but he still has the lead because he had a nice buffer.
Yeah. I didn't even know you could do medium bomb, Tomoplus. I don't think I've seen that before. RockChalk.
That was crazy.
That's like his jam. Tomoplus. I don't know who else is as consistent. I've only seen him drop it maybe once or twice. Like, I wouldn't consider what he just did dropping it because he didn't even get opportunity. Like, when he has a bomb, he's pretty much getting it.
Yeah, he failed to grab
most of the time.
That was all it was.
Yeah.
So the lead looks bigger for Punkay right now with the star gap, but Punkay got started on some faster stars sooner. Ledge grab skip attempt from RockChalk, very nice. All right, and this is probably the lava boost attempt from Punkay.
Oh, no. That's not happening. Where are we going?
He can't quite make the elevator, but he can grab enough coins to make it now. But one of the problems is also the spinning fire here will be a little bit off, so he's got to wait.
Yeah, opting to just jump dive straight to the other pole. Not a bad choice at all. You really don't want to mess around with that flame, especially with that low of HP. Punkay feeling the heat now. And it's going to be interesting to see how does he recover. Is he able to keep his cool, or is he going to flounder a bit?
We'll see. He doesn't have a backup star here in the volcano, so I would probably just do the regular long jump boost instead of trying to force the Akira boost if he's uncomfortable. But he's doubling down. Let's see what he can do.
It's not happening!
So he's either going to collect a bunch of coins and do the regular boost, or he's just going to go all the way up.
Oh, definitely a regular boost from Punkay, but probably going to see it go back to our roots. And there
All right. That was a pretty good backup, too, and it looked a little bit sketchy at first.
This is good news for RockChalk, though. Exactly what he needed. His basement's been looking good so far. He does still need to do a lava boost, though, and he does do the artist strat. We'll see how it comes out. RockChalk, will he be the man to dethrone Punkay? Has Punkay been beaten in the league yet? I'm not actually sure. I think Cheese actually took a game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody please.
I think Cheese might have taken a close game.
Commentator, not really sure what's going on in the league. Just sort of here to say things that may or may not make sense on the booth.
I'm pretty sure I remember Punkay saying that he lost his undefeated streak, so someone beat him.
All right, we are in the volcano. Punkay going through the motions. Here's the boost from RockChalk. Oh, it does not happen. That's a death.
Yeah, that's wasn't quite the right approach from RockChalk. Luckily, out of all the places you can die in the game, the volcano is one of the best because you don't have to do the star select screen.
And turning it down right away.
But the time save that he could have had over Puncayshun and Lethal Lava Land probably all disappeared after that. Might go about even, though.
Yeah, Punkay definitely lost more time from the lava boost flubs for sure.
Oh, puncayshun, actually, his angle wasn't far enough right there to wall kick off of that wall. It's actually quite tricky sometimes. Some people, their upright knots will work, but there's in the up left and up right region for controllers, there's slight differences, and it looks like maybe his notch doesn't work, so he has to adjust a little bit.
Commentator suggesting that Punkay's controller might be at fault here, but it could also be that Pancake Jones himself might be a little bit rattled, a little bit shaken.
Well, I mean, ultimately, it's up to you to know what your notch can do and then adjust. Like, for example, on my controller, my upright is nowhere close to the angle, but you have a whole door opening animation for you to find the angle on your controller.
Uncomfortable. Punkay side flipping and bonking the great.
He's actually one of the with the star lately.
Really?
Yeah, he missed it first try in that run that was world record pace in basement. Second trip to basement.
It's funny because in 120 you do it twice, and I'm sure he's quite consistent at it in 120, but 70 there's just a lot more pressure on it.
He does it 3 times too, because he does the backwards long jump for toxic.
Oh yeah, yeah. Something to be said for sure about how, because you do all these stars in 120. And these are like, quote unquote, the easy stars, right? You don't really mess them up. But in 70, there's just so much more riding on them. Okay, take it out this.
Each of these stars are more important because the small time losses they're bigger by comparison because the run's just so much shorter.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually quite interesting. It's just mentality affects a lot about speed running.
So yeah, we do have the route difference going on, and they will be meeting back up as they go into the tip top of the castle. Punkay wanted to do the route that RockChalk's doing, but the pillarlesses were just not working out. Decided to veto that decision, which I think it's the right move.
Looks like RockChalk's going to the back of the sub. Punkay will almost certainly do the front. And we might see some of that new juicy, fiery red coin movement. Not necessarily that it saves any time, but it makes the lava boost up to the moving platform a little bit more lenient.
Really? Commentator, once again, doesn't know anything about the game. I actually heard about this, but I've not seen it.
Yeah, what you can do is basically, after you get on the pole for the first time and you like go up to the top and then you like run around on the elevator platform, what you can do is you can get off the pole and then instantly side flip wall kick and then grab the coin that you wall kick to grab, and then you step on the elevator and then step off, and as soon as the elevator leaves, you go and you get that coin and then you jump up, you get the 4th coin, and then you head back up. It's like slightly faster. We might see RockChalk do it here, but I don't know if either players really had enough time with it to feel comfortable, but we'll see it. If it's going to happen, it'd probably be from RockChalk. Here it is. That was so cool. I like the triple jump too.
I actually, my internet's like a little rough and I just missed it. So.
Oh well, he made the boost. It was really nice. He did really well.
RockChalk busting out the new strats.
Oh no, he got burned.
The booty. Oh, what? Why
Double
is he
burn.
jumping so much?
I don't know.
So, okay, an interesting mechanic that a lot of people might not know about with the flame burning, when you're like burnt and you're running, if you're perfectly tapping A, you can actually just keep burning. Like you could die. Oh, that's not working. Don't try it again. Okay.
And I know he wasn't gonna make the platform either. That feeling when you get the boost, but you can't close out the star. That's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't like that tiny single jump over the flame to grab the coin. I like to do a rollout to grab it. But I mean, everyone has their own thing there.
Indeed. Front sub for Punkay, big stuff, and okay,
Pretty
Dusty
good,
Boy.
too. He tried to also add in the lag reduction, which was good. You can save like the whole half a second there.
No.
RockChalk, this is probably the worst Fire C he's had in a while.
Yeah, really strange mistakes. And a missed throw on top of that. A lot of time lost from RockChalk and Fire C.
Wait, why
and
did he spin Bowser twice there? What? Crazy. What about Punkay? My boy Simp, sorry.
Punkay is a Mario 64 speedrunner. He also speedruns Bomberman 64 and Bomberman Hero.
You think that for a guy that's good at Bomberman, he'd be better at Pillarless?
Commentator with the bird. Attacking Punkay when he's unable to defend himself. But yes, you do bring up a good point. He does play Bomberman. And Pillarless does involve a bomb and a man. So you would assume that perhaps he could connect the dots. But unfortunately not able to.
Alright, Punkay doing a classic Fire C, but he's definitely on pace for the boost. Really, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you get the boost. Ultimately, because with the side flip wall kick strategy, you can be too early. And actually, what you do with the faster movement is you actually make sure that you waste enough time.
And a beautiful ending. Punkay saving a lot of time already there. And if he can land the Bowser throw, I can't. It's hard to say with the route difference, but it just feels like he's gaining a lot of time on RockChalk.
Maybe close to 30 seconds, probably just over Fire C if he can get the throw.
So remember, every 10 seconds is a point. Ooh, RockChalk getting the most out of that amp. Side flipping on the same time as getting hit by it. Good long zap. Might zap his brain back into full capacity, or it might have zapped him out. Hard to say. We will find out though. But 10 seconds a point. So every 10 seconds that Punkay is ahead of RockChalk, Punkay gains a point and RockChalk loses a point. And it's not over yet. It's never over. Oh, RockChalk missed that coin. These little mistakes.
Yeah, it looked like he thought that he still had the spare coin.
Yeah.
And then realized he didn't. Punkay's lead is probably the greater part of a minute, but not over, if I had to guess.
That sounds about right. Actually, how much does the Bowser throw lose? Maybe
like 15?
15
yeah,
on top of that Fire C ending.
15 on the ending.
Yeah. I'd say that's about fair. 30, 45 seconds. Nice triple jump wall kick from RockChalk. Punkay joining the man. Double box kicks. What?
Oh, Punkay. Just runs right into the box. That was pretty funny. The second set of box kicks is a little bit more awkward. You can pretty much set up the first set of box kicks as you're dropping. But then the second set is a little bit weird because you start moving towards them and then you kind of have to limit your momentum and like stop in place and stuff.
Yeah, a much more difficult the second round as we saw Punkay. A little bit too much sauce. Oh, the invisible wall, you hate to see it. But he's got the backups on lock. Perfect. Then that's a hard backup. The side flip wall kick there is quite specific. You pretty much have to wall kick at the peak of it. But this is good for RockChalk. I mean, that's probably, on this star alone, maybe 5 to 10 seconds. Could be a point. Every point matters, people. Do you not understand? Commentator getting way too mad in the booth at people who probably don't exist. Everybody very much invested in the league. Commentator just losing his marbles a little bit, but has collected them up. And it's all good.
Just as long as you know that the points are important, then it's good.
Right.
So does New Zealand have Taco Bell?
They don't. And it was actually the hardest part. The hardest hurdle to get over. Oh, RockChalk doing the new spicy movement where you jump over the fourth secret, but missing the fourth secret. Couple seconds lost.
Yeah.
Recovery.
It's a little bit tough to do, but it's a really cool looking optimization.
But so far, this upstairs is... For RockChalk, it seems to be going pretty well. Punkay, a couple bumps. Nothing crazy.
Oh, wow.
Another bump.
Yeah, that was a big bump.
Big bump.
Little pump.
But yeah, on the topic of Taco Bell, they actually there is one coming, but it's in Auckland, which is like I think 2 hours away from me. So I might just have to drive there and get some Taco Bell.
Do you have like a rental car or something?
No, I have a bike. Could do a day-long bike.
A 2-hour drive? I wouldn't want to bike that. You could do it though. It's just the trip back would suck.
RockChalk mercilessly taking out the piranha plants. It's all good though. I've been making my own cheese dip, cooking up my own meat, trying to get that Taco Bell feel in the home here.
I think RockChalk ate a little bit of lag there because of the coins that spawned from the piranha plants at the end. You kind of want those coins off screen if you can.
I'll give it some spicy secrets. Picking up some time on RockChalk. Tall Mountain, this is a stage. Can you tell me about this stage a little bit, Pit, and why it is so spicy?
Well, it's this log wall kick here is a big part of it. Basically, you're trying to go up the mountain as fast as possible, but the movement that you do allows yourself, like, if you make a mistake, you'll fall down. And falling down causes a big time loss. There are ways that you can mitigate time loss by backing up and doing a different star, but yeah, a fall down the mountain is never good, and it's actually like more common than you would think.
Oh no! But you gotta get the clip first. Punkay and RockChalk both missing clips again. People getting weary. Script writers might be a little lazy, but there's not a script at all for these races. They're all 100% genuine, organic gameplay, not scripted gameplay. But a little weird, you know. It makes you think. You know, you might have to post an Illuminati eyeball to help with the feeling.
You know that. Well, you'll know that this is not a script if they're not like within a throw of each other in the sky. But if they are, then it is the script. So you'll just have to wait and see.
I'm gonna note that down in the.
All right. Well, RockChalk is done going up the mountain, so. Time to do a quick breezeless here. Let's see what he's got. Okay, too much speed. Has to back himself up.
Oh!
Yeah, it looked like it was kind of doomed from the start, to be honest. Punkay, there we go. Couple second time save over RockChalk. Probably closer to 5 because RockChalk went for it and failed.
Yeah, Punkay picking it up. RockChalk, I mean... RockChalk still needs to do Hazy Mazecape, so the fact that they're both in Tall Mountain right now is a little worrisome.
Yeah, that's big for Punkay. Though, one thing to be said is that, you know, RockChalk still has some stars that don't require entering a stage. For example, MIPS and the Toad Star.
That's true.
But Punkay definitely has the lead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Especially after those reds.
Spicy reds. That's why they're red.
Those weren't spicy. Those were mild.
Fire?
Like a Taco Bell mild too.
Oh no! Don't even talk about that. That's just ketchup, my man.
It's all ketchup, honestly.
It's ketchup until fire. I'll give fire the pass. Commentators can't stop talking about Taco Bell. Way too hungry. Probably should have eaten food before commentating. But it's just how it goes. RockChalk with a very nice snowman's head. He has to shift it into high gear at this point because it's not looking too good for our boy.
Well, RockChalk had a pretty good start to SL though. But just as I say that, misses his next speed kick. Actually surprised he managed to grab the box. Red coins for Puncation. We could see a big flub here, but if he aces it, he'll save a lot of time over RockChalk. Oh, there's a coin miss from Punkay. Recovering from that is hard too. Like, this is supposed to be like a fluid movement, and now he's kind of adjusting on the fly.
Yeah, really awkward mistake to make. The rest of them looking good though. Nice placement. Boom.
That's it. He'll get the star 2 from that.
Boom. As they say.
Last star in SL for RockChalk here, and then he's moving down to basement. The 2 stage re-entries actually take like quite a bit of time. So even though their star count looks like fairly similar. Oh, Punkay though, that's a big mistake. Side flip was an interesting backup, but I think maybe it would have been just better to go for something else.
I think in that position, side flip makes the most sense. Because he's like so close to the wall, the only way he's going to get that much height without doing a side flip is like backing up quite a bit and double jump. Or going to the left a bit and then doing a bunch of jumps and kicks. Kicking up that slope's kind of strange.
I was thinking about like going for a deep freeze or like roll from the freezing pond.
Yeah, I'm actually curious what would be faster in that situation. Okay, getting the ground pound on the box. RockChalk picking up that MIPS. People getting stars, making things happen. The cogs are cranking. The gears are turning. Everybody's happy.
One thing to notice is the speed of the stars remaining. RockChalk has the Metalhead Mario Can Move star, the Crystal's Miracle. That's a fairly long one, but Punkay also has red coins. And then besides that, they're all pretty quick stars.
Very nice box rollout from Punkay. Cannot really see what's going on here. Might have to put on my sunglasses. Oh, the missed red, though. I can see that. RockChalk.
Oh, no.
As well struggling with the triple jump on the box.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's even tougher to get it after messing up, but RockChalk managed to throw it all together.
Coming down to the line here. Tippy top of this castle. Can you talk to me about Tippy, Pitt? Just give me a little bit of a rundown on what's exactly going on.
Well, the thing is about most of the stages in the game is that mistakes are accompanied by you like falling down or having to re-accelerate Mario. But in the Tippy part of the castle, both stages, Rainbow Ride and TikTok Clock they have big chasms below the stage. So mistakes are usually accompanied by death, which is a bigger deal because you'll have to re-enter the stage and then go through the Star Select screen all over again. So it's honestly like at the highest level gameplay, it's about the same to execute perfectly. It's just that if you're any short of that, you're going to be hurting a lot more.
I like it. That sounds about right. And Punkay coming in, clearly with the lead now that we're basically synced up after RockChalk gets his star.
Punkay getting a fairly nice tricky triangles.
Mm-hmm. Not too tricky for this guy, and he does do the advanced swinging in the breeze movement that I don't know if I want to call it new at this point anymore, but the latest tech, and I'm hoping that we can see that busted out here. Might refrain.
Okay, rocking the regular Lakitu bounce.
So it's about a
for the pull.
Minute lead. Very nice bounce for Punkay. So let's assume that both tippies go exactly the same. They're a minute apart. That is, I want to say 6 points for Punk. I'm trying to do the math in my head. It's either 6 or 5, and it would be 14 or 13 for RockChalk.
That would barely put RockChalk over Vyro, I think.
Right. Yeah, that could be enough. But it also depends. Vyro, I think Vyro had a match earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if the points have been updated to reflect that, so depending on how that went.
Do we know if he won? How do you do?
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Commentator might just be straight up lying to the people, wanting to correct the record. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, no, that's not right. Yes, no, maybe, so.
But anyway, Punkay finishing off Rainbow Ride without any big mistakes, really. It's a good sign going into Tippy and getting the first stage done without any big time losses.
It's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, Vyro versus Benji would be playing a pretty big role as well. RockChalk going to need the stars to align if he's wanting that hot spot.
Yeah, it's hard to make the stars align. I mean, there's 70 of them in the run.
That is a lot of stars to align. I can't even align 3, 2. At least right now. I'm here a little rusty. But Punkay in the clock. Rainbow Ride went pretty smoothly. So he's got to be feeling good after that. The momentum is there. Can he run with it all the way home? I think he could actually get a 48 with this run.
He struggled a lot in TikTok Hawk on his world record pace run yesterday. But I think maybe a lot of it might have been the pressure.
That, of course, always the nerve. But he also got kind of bopped by the RNG yesterday. For those of you who saw it, he got bopped. Like this box right here, a coin dropped, and then I'm pretty sure that's in your control. Like you can always get those coins. I think that was just a mistake. But the bomb.
Yeah, he's been struggling with that movement here. Pretty much the box that's inside the cage there. As long as you can ground pound the top of it, like you can ground pound and hit the side of it, but if you ground pound the top of it, that's pretty much like you're always gonna be able to grab all the coins.
RockChalk with a little electrocution again. This man is borderline using performance-enhancing drugs, repeatedly getting amped up. Not sure how much Punkay's gotten amped up, but it definitely has not been as much as Rock.
Yeah, RockChalk didn't have the right positioning there to get that wall kick, but he tried to force it anyway.
I swear that same thing happened in RockChalk's last race as well. Gotta adjust that angle just a little bit more. Those walls are they're kind of weird position. Oh, the kick under the box.
Yeah,
there's coins everywhere.
Kick was bad. He can barely grab those. He was also super close to hitting the invis wall there as well, down to the box kick.
He's so lucky those coins didn't fall off. I don't know what it is that determines whether or not a coin will fall off. I still haven't really figured what that is, but definitely could have happened and would have had to get a backup box, but the game being a little bit nicer.
If I had to guess, the actual hitbox for a coin is a cube, and if part of the cube is still touching part of the hitbox for the platform, it'll stay on. Oh, Punkay! Uncharacteristic mistake. We just saw him get a hand.
Punkay Jones, what is happening? The time is now moving. The clock is too much. The invisible wall. What is going on?
He says
man,
that's pretty crazy.
Oh, Punkay cannot be happy about that one at all. Absolutely painful to see. And now, I mean, if that's what can happen in one star, every second counts. RockChalk perhaps sliding another point into his pocket, creeping closer to Punkay here in the clock.
Well, we'll see. RockChalk still has, to ace these time moving stars. Side flip, triple jump, wall kick from Punkay. Can't quite execute it.
right. Second time. That's back.
Ooh, no.
Okay,
side
hold
flip.
on.
He's been missing that side flip lately too.
Oh no, the ledge grab. Punkay just feeling sluggish here at the end, but RockChalk in a very uncomfortable position. Where are we going?
Okay. He should be able to back this up now. It should be pretty.
You're kidding me. I've never seen that happen to somebody. The actual rotation of the cube, knocking RockChalk out. Very unfortunate. That might be it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Punkay's taking this game no matter what, but in terms of the points, that is hurting for sure.
I mean, we can't say no matter what. He could always crash again.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Very weird crash.
He could like bump his controller, plugging in the Hori, and like crash his 64.
All right, Punkay coming in. 48. Is it on the table? I think it might just be barely out of grasp. Low 49 though.
It might be on the table, but I don't think so. With the elevator cycles he's gonna be getting. Yeah, this is 49.
Very low 49. Punkay's sort of a machine. I've been pumping out the 48s, 49s repeatedly. Nice elevator cycle. And RockChalk wrapping it up in TikTok clock. Going to be joining Punkay shortly now. Will Punkay miss any throws? Oh, the missed red from RockChalk. Painful.
I think with a Monimo moving right side and then one spin throws, it could have been a 48.
That would be some sauce. Too much sauce. That's 2 throws for Punkay. 1 more in the bag, and he will take home this game versus RockChalk, and it's good.
So this is how you know it wasn't scripted?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh.
Not quite.
Spoke too
Not
soon.
enough drift to the left. The problem is we can't have a script for every match. We'll run out of paper. We have to be very selective.
Yeah, there's only so much paper in the world. RockChalk backing it up. Hesitation back in here. So a little bit over a minute potentially. Let me look at these league standings as RockChalk ascends.
Wow. That was a series of unfortunate events for RockChalk, to be honest. And that's really going to hurt his points.
Yeah, RockChalk looking at about 2-minute deficit. I mean, he can squeeze maybe 5 or 6 points, but at this rate, it's looking like he might be cemented in
9th.
At least for this week. We still have, I want to say 2 more weeks.
I think
Commentator
that's right.
again doesn't actually know what is going on.
Let's just say 2 more weeks after this week, because you know what, whatever. We'll just act like we know what we're talking about.
Commentator trying to pull a fast one on the viewers. We'll see if it plays out well. Mom always told me to stay to the truth.
Well, there's at least 2 more weeks, and then if there's a 3rd week, we'll just call it bonus week.
Oh, the missed throw for RockChalk. Another point down the drain. It's just flying down. Too much drip. Oh, RockChalk. No.
Oh, no.
Bully. Yeah, this is like 2 or 3 points maybe for RockChalk. And Punkay even further pushing himself to the top. He is sitting at 447 points right now. Punkay might actually get to 500 from this match. My math is on point.
There we go. RockChalk finally getting his Bowser throw. Just within 3 minutes. So he gets something.
GG. We'll see if we can get these players in. RockChalk entering into the call.
Yo,
Welcome, sir.
what's up?
Hey,
Hey,
what up?
you know, I was feeling really good about that race until the end. I had to have lost like 2 minutes in TTC and bits, so that really sucks. Kind of a bad note to go out on, but it was pretty good overall.
Yeah, for a while there, it was pretty spicy.
Yeah,
Tippy off the new fires.
yeah, I was happy I got the new fire seat. I was like nervous for it because I wanted to get it. I butchered it pretty bad, and then I got the cycle and then like stroked out for a minute anyway. So I still lost like a year in fire seat.
Yeah, and then the
yeah.
miss, that's where it really seemed to sort of be a shift
Yeah, for sure.
in the gameplay. Like you were killing it, and then fire seat sort of just slapped you in the face.
Yeah, it was bad. That happens every race. I feel like it's LLL, fire seat, and then something else. This time it was TTC, but I can't deal with the lava. It's too hot.
Too much sauce. Well, we got Punkay on the call as well. Congratulations, Punkay, on another win and the knocking those points up even further. What are your thoughts?
Well, I didn't get a 48, so this race officially sucked for me. That's like pretty much my thoughts. But I mean, I don't know. 49.09 is still pretty good. Like you would beat most players with that. This is a old Siglemic world record, which I thought was kind of cool. I like pretty much tied it, I guess. I guess I'm just gonna like talk about some parts of my run. Like my BBH time was like really good. That was like easily my best BBH time out of all my races so far. I had a near perfect beginning up until that point. And then good old SSL happened, you know, Punkay special failing Tomoplex because I magically didn't hit A and B at the same time. I was like, alright, it's kind of annoying, whatever. So I just re-entered, did the baby strat. Got that no problem. Then the only star that I have as a backup is Talon, and I make the brilliant decision once again that totally paid off last time I did it. This is sarcasm, by the way. And I went for Pillarless and failed it, which is just awful when Talon is your only remaining star. I should have just... Next race, I'm in that situation, I'm just getting Talon. It's just like, it's too risky. It just doesn't pay off.
Wait,
And for... what was
did you
that?
HMC early this run then, after that?
Yeah, I only did one Pillarless because I was having like a meltdown in SSL. And what happened on Lava Boost? So I normally would have done like the baby strat where you just do like the long jump like later, but I meant to like do it a little bit before the race because I stopped doing that in RTA. So I was like, all right, I kind of don't entirely remember how to do it, so I'm just gonna do like the normal strat I do in RTA. Obviously, that didn't work. I really hate that strat in races. I do not want to do that strat in races because of like what happened in this race.
I
Just
failed it
failing
too.
twice. Yeah, I don't think that boost is worth it in races. Like in RTA, I get it like every time, but races no. And I totally would have. I would have gotten a 48 easily if I just did like the easy boost first time. But oh well.
Oh,
Like-
well.
Most of my time lost is probably in basement. But that's probably about all there is to say about it, I guess.
Well, GG's. It was a fun race to watch. I do want to ask one final thing, at least from my end. We're going into the playoffs soon, and you are basically cemented into the playoffs. So are you planning on changing anything, or are you pretty content with the way that you're running your strats, your route? What are you thinking going into the playoffs, Punkay?
I would probably like play basically the same. Maybe if I'm like really nervous, I'm just not going to go for Tomoplast because like the normal pillarless strat is like super free. It just like when I'm doing races, it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling and how like nervous I am. Like this race, I wasn't really nervous, so I went for some like riskier stuff, which didn't really pay off. But yeah, I would probably be playing like around the same.
Party time. Okay. Well, it's party time. Thank you, Cheese, for the raid of 900. Welcome everybody to the party. We are indeed having a party. Any final words, Pitt?
Nah, I think we're good.
Is Cheese not aware that he just raided a channel where that doesn't have another race going on?
Probably.
Isn't there one right after us?
No, that was supposed to be off of the calendar, but Cheese is very unprofessional, so he left it on the calendar. That
with
race
the
is
call outs
canceled.
to Cheese.
Dude, even Cheese in chat thinks it's happening. Dude, you need to pay more attention. It's canceled.
So, Cheese just go live again, I guess. I don't know.
Well, GG's all. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for the race. Thank you for joining me on Comms Pit. And huge thank you to Milo for the restream in action. Peace out, gamers. Have a good night and catch you tomorrow. We got more SM64 on the docket. A whole lot of SM64. So stay tuned. Check out the schedule, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Peace out, everybody.